Here we go. I got a rant. Gotta get this off my chest. I'll tell you what. I gotta go to work is the only reason that I didn't stay at the police department to even file this report. I'm telling you what. I don't even know if it's a police matter. I'm gonna tell you what just happened. Took my kid to ACL Laboratories in Dunkirk. He's gotta get some blood work done. He don't like needles. That's his prerogative. He don't like needles. Alright, he was not disrespectful. He was not disrespectful in any shape or form to this woman at all. She wraps the band around his arm. She starts looking for a spot. She thinks she finds a spot. She gets ready to poke him. Under his breath, he mumbles, "Oh no, this is gonna be bad." Or "this is gonna be bad." So he mumbles under his breath, "This is gonna be bad." This lady, excuse my language, but this bitch that I had to literally stop myself from putting my hands on because I don't know, you don't want a bear attack in a laboratory, but you go put your hands on my kids and guess what you're gonna get? I am not a violent person. I'm gonna put my hands on you. Like, period. This lady ripped the rubber band off of my son's arm. Ripped it off his arm. I didn't even know what was happening. I didn't even hear him say anything. I didn't know what was happening. She ripped it off of his arm. I mean, like, ripped it off. Left a mark. I'll post a picture of the mark on his arm when I post this video. I'm so angry right now, dude. How do you think that you get to go to work and treat somebody's child like that because he says this is gonna be bad? Are you kidding me right now? Whatever happened to professionalism? Staying professional in your place of employment. You get to set your emotions aside. You get to set your attitude aside and whatever issues you're having at home aside and do your job. You do not get to come to work and take your garbage out on the rest of the world. I don't know what's going on with this lady, but for my son to say this is going to be bad, for that to escalate a situation where this lady would rip this band off of my kid and then storm into the next room and say, "Will you deal with this kid? He's being rude. I'm not going to deal with him." What? Okay. I leave it alone. I literally, at that point, didn't even know what Cadence had said. I didn't know. Maybe he said something rude. I didn't know at the time. So the other lady comes in. I stand aside. She does her job. She takes the blood. Everything's fine and dandy. The second that the needle is pulled out of my son's arm, I want to speak to a manager. This is insane. You don't talk to people like that. You don't treat people like that. You don't act like this in your place of employment. You don't. There's no manager on staff. Okay. Well, I'm going to call a manager and I'm going to talk to a manager. And you're going to be lucky if I don't file a police incident on this because you do not get to touch people's children. You don't. I don't care where you work and I don't care what you're doing. You don't get to put your hands on my kid like that. I mean, honest to God, my head was spinning the way she ripped this band off his arm. Spinning. I had no idea what even happened. And when I found out afterwards, what escalated the situation was him saying this is going to be bad. This is why you throw a temper tantrum. You hurt my child. You storm out of the room and you call my son rude. You don't even know my son. He said 2 words to you. You don't know him. He is rude. But you don't know that. He hasn't said anything to you. Oh my gosh. I'm so annoyed. I gotta go to work pretty soon and I gotta get this woman off the top of my head. I don't understand. And you know what she says to me? "I'm gonna call my boss." Of course you're gonna call your boss. Of course you're gonna call your boss. Every time there's a complaint, you know that person is hopping in the ear of that boss before you get there, giving their side of the story. You know who they're going to side with because you know who they work with every day. This is ridiculous. This is absolutely ridiculous. So, ACL Laboratories in Dunkirk treated my son like this. Simple blood work. Simple get it done. And she acted like a damn fool. She acted like a 5-year-old. A 5-year-old. I don't even understand it. Don't even understand it. So things escalate in the office, right? Say I want to speak to a manager. There's no manager there. The girl comes out saying, I'll go call my boss. I'll talk to my boss. That's fine. You can talk to your boss, but I'm going to talk to your boss too. Best believe I'm going to talk to your boss. I'm also going to file something with the Medical Conduct Board, because you don't get to act like that. People in the medical field take an oath to do no harm. Get it together, lady. Get it together. So, yeah, so I'll be filing a complaint with the Medical Conduct Board. I'll be filing a complaint with the Better Business Bureau. And when I get out of work, I'll be taking a trip all the way back to Dunkirk in my time so I can go take my kids to the police department and file a police report. Because, unfortunately, that's the only way that I feel like management is going to take this serious. Is if I involve the police and I make a police report. Isn't that sad? Is that sad? It's sad. It really is sad. But that's the way of it. I don't really know. I don't know. Call me a Karen. Call me what you want. I'll tell you one thing right now. There's not a single mother out there that would take her son to an establishment and allow somebody to touch their son the way this woman touched my child. There's not a single one of you out there, I promise you, that would not have wanted to snatch this lady bald if this had been your son in this seat. But I didn't. But she escalated it. The older lady actually shoved me out the door. She actually shoved me out the door. Like, physically shoved me out the door. Because I was asking for the manager's name. Because I was asking for information to contact somebody about what was going on. They don't want these things to escalate to management. They want everything brushed under the rug. Nobody needs to be accountable for their actions anymore. You can say and you can do whatever you want. It doesn't really matter. Well, it does matter. It does matter that you ripped that cord or that bungee cord off my son's arm and left a mark. It does matter that you stormed away like a 5-year-old and called him rude for absolutely no reason. He had done absolutely nothing to you. Well, I'm going to make sure that this goes far and wide and everyone knows about this lady at ACL Laboratories, because this is not okay. Not okay. So, maybe with the police report, the incident report, whatever you want to call it, maybe management will take it serious that they should not have people on payroll that are choosing to treat children like this. It wasn't even an adult to treat a child like this. This is garbage. Plain and simple garbage. So, that's my rant. I had to get it off my chest so I can go to work and have a nice peaceful day in the garden. I can't take that Dunkirk drama back to the garden. You know, be killing all these beautiful plants and stuff with this garbage. So, yeah, that's that. And, I don't know. I hope everybody else has a fantastic day. I hope you all have a fantastic day. I hope nobody has any encounters with any Karens today. Have a good day, guys.